What's going on, guys? It is Corey from SuperKamiGuru9000, and welcome to my review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 267. I could not count how many times I got chills by watching this episode. There was just so much going on in this one. So many characters were introduced. A lot of characters that we have that are favorites were shown. There was a lot of explanation, a lot of war strategy, even some cool bits of action. So I can't really talk about every little thing, so I'm just going to kind of talk about the highlights for me. First and foremost, a lot of old Kages showed up at the very beginning of the episode. We got to see more confirmation about that weird dude who could go completely invisible, and his name is Mu, and he is the second Tsuchi Kage. And he's apparently an extremely powerful Edo Tensei guy, because in the past we've learned that there are characters that have abilities such as Kekai Genkai. He has an ability that is Kekai Toda, which is essentially way more powerful than the Kekai Genkai abilities, and the only other person who can use them is the current Tsuchi Kage, Onoki, and it's that particle style. It's the one where he summons those big-ass like blocks and shit and can just obliterate anything within a second. And that's just a testament, again, to show how powerful these characters are. But Mu himself actually pulls off the Edo Tensei technique, who's being used through Kabuto, and he's able to summon 3 brand new characters to the battlefield. And they're all Kages, and they're all extremely powerful characters. First and foremost, you got the third Raikage. This is just one big motherfucker. This is the father of the current Raikage, and Raikage is obviously very pissed about hearing the fact that he's on the battlefield. Then, of course, you have the second Mizukage, who me and Christian have hilariously referred to as the French Mizukage because he just looks so smug and asshole-like. And apparently him and Mu killed each other at some point in a huge battle. And last but certainly not least, you have the fourth Kaze Kage. That's right, you have Gaara's dad. We haven't even seen this character since like flashbacks, since like the first half of the series, so it is just a treat to see him again. And the fact that Gaara knows he's there is just going to show that the coming episodes is going to be really, really intense and emotional. The second half of the episode actually brought us a lot of war strategy, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. We're talking huge charts showing us how all of this battle is going to take place, and how the Shinobi Alliance is planning on boxing in the enemy. And they go into a lot of detail about this. I'm not going to. You guys just need to watch the episode. But it is very, very well thought out. And all of this is thought out by Shikaku, who is, of course, the father of Shikamaru. And, they're really, really smart. They know, like, everything about everything. And one scene that I thought was really great that gave me chills is that he's explaining all this strategy to the Raikage, and he's explaining this is the best way to do it. And the Raikage is like, wow, that's a really awesome plan. You guys from Konoha are fucking awesome. And then Shikaku passes on the message to Inoichi, his old partner, who then passes it on to the Shinobi Alliance. And of course that gets to Choza, and it's awesome because Shikaku's like, Ina Shikacho is in action again. And I just think that's really awesome, because even all these old guys and some of these characters we've really barely seen not much of at all are getting to do something again, and I think that's really cool. We even get to see a little bit of action. You got Neji, you got Kiba, you got Shino. It's all awesome stuff here. Even Tenten has some pretty important scenes this week. But still, some of the big stuff, there's even more crazy shit. All of the Zetsu army and a few more Edo Tensei are literally making their way out of the ocean into this battlefield. And there's a few other Edo Tensei there. You have the super dangerous Kakuzu. You have Asuma. You have Dan. You even have Neji's father. This is ridiculous! And not only that, you have 2 brand new Cloud Ninja who are known to be extremely powerful, the Golden Silver brothers, Ginkaku and Kinkaku. Character overload this week. It is just insane, and every moment is just getting me super, super excited. The only thing missing from this week's episode was maybe a scene from Naruto and Killer Bee. But honestly, if you had a character in Naruto that you kind of liked, chances are there's a good chance they made a small appearance in this episode. I just really, really like this one. It got me super excited. Everything, all the characters, the music, the action, all the huge setup. It really is starting to make things seem really, really grand. And, I've read these in the manga before, but I'm loving how they're handling them in the anime. Like I said, I think the music is complementing everything really, really well. And I love how they're just giving us a sense of scale to everything. It's got me really excited. I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening later on in this arc. So clearly I've been gushing over this episode. There was so much. You got all the Kages, all the Edo Tensei, all the badass new characters that are returning, all the Zetsu army making their way out of the ocean. Everything was just over the top and awesome, and it's got to be getting you guys excited for this huge war that's going to be happening on these 2 gigantic battlefields. So obviously, I'm a Naruto fan inherently, so you know, I'm already excited. But this episode just got me really pumped up, and I can't really explain why. It's just a really good one to me. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Just I really enjoyed this episode, and you know, there really wasn't even that much battling. It's just all set up, but just getting to see all these awesome characters interact with one another is just fantastic. Love the way they are building up Mu. He is just such an awesome character. He reminds me of Ermac from Mortal Kombat. And remember, guys, if you'd like to let me know what you thought about this week's episode, I'd love to know what you guys thought. Did you like the episode? Was there something you didn't like? Did you have a favorite character that appeared in this episode? You can let me know with your comments below. And remember, guys, if you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up. That concludes this review today, guys. SuperKamiGuru9000, out.